Yo, what is up, guys? And this is Orangutan. I am back with another episode, and now we're playing Planet Zoo episode 2 on the commentary version. If you haven't heard yet, episode 2 for the non-commentary is out. You check that out on my channel, and yeah, let's get to it. Let's get into the career mode. Second career mode, the apprenticeship. I think I just butchered that. So if you know how to say it correctly, let me know. I am Indonesian, by the way, and so my accent is thick. I hope it's not that thick. But anyway, the Madagascan Simian Conservation Project, Madagascan Simian Conservation Zoo, is the culmination of Bernard Goodwin's work in the region, specializing in simian breed and release programs, as well as championing and highlighting the diverse species of apes and monkeys. But never want to be complacent, Bernard now wants to see what you can do in this most promising of locations. Alright, guys. Woo. That was a long introduction. Let's get into it. We're gonna start new. Let's get the ball rolling. Planet Zoo. Man, I'm enjoying this game so far, guys. If you guys are enjoying this channel, make sure you thumbs up, subs up, and hit the notification button. Ding. Alright, let's get into it. Man, graphic is good. Graphic looks good.
Welcome to Madagascar.
I
It's
hope it
quite the
doesn't
change of
freeze
scenery
or
from dreary
lag.
old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing. The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well,
I don't know what that
apes
means.
are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Alright.
What do you think of Madagascar then?
Looks
Bit
good,
warm
Nancy.
for my taste, to be honest.
Nancy
Anyway,
Jones.
this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh?
Alright.
We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs.
Let's
They're
do
the
it,
ones that
Nancy.
look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Red ruff lemurs. Man, I'm so bad at names, guys. Even animals' names, I'm so bad at it. Alright. Red ruff lemurs.
are found in the rainforests of Masuala.
Jinx.
That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years. Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Let's go.
The Bornean orangutan is such a
Orangutan.
marvelous creature. They're always a big favourite at any
Borneo,
zoo they
look at this
feature in.
guy.
And they're also the biggest
Hey,
tree-dwelling
buddy.
animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any
We're
lions that
feeding
got
us to
stuck
go
up one.
down a little bit more. But
Oh, why don't you take a better look
Okay.
at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal
oh
camera.
man. Dude,
Aren't they just
look
incredible?
at this graphic.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Borneo is in Indonesia, by the way, guys, if you don't know. Alright. And I am Anak Manis, and that is Indonesian. Anyway, yeah. Borneo. I've never been to Borneo. I hope one day. I've lived in America for quite so long, so half of my life actually.
Oh,
Maybe more.
dear.
Oh,
It looks like we've arrived just in
Something
time.
just,
One of the habitat's barriers has
of course
collapsed.
we knew that.
And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But
Alright,
before we do, we
let's
should box up the other
box these
bonobos to stop
guys.
them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat
There's a guy.
information panel.
There's the culprit. Alright, let's get him.
Now, we'll need a
Where is it?
vet to
Where is it?
recapture that escaped bonobo. But it seems
There
our
it
last
is.
one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation.
Okay.
So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish.
Where
Go
is
into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Oh, did he just disappeared? Oh, there he
You can
is.
find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their
He's
particulars
fast.
at the moment.
Where is that
Hire a
bonobo?
vet.
Alright. Oh, there you are.
Now,
Pop
click on one
down.
of the paths
Oh,
to place the
wrong
vet
side.
in your
Okay,
zoo.
Right there. Right there. Get him. Get him.
Okay, that's a relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again. Head back over there.
Let's head back to the bonobos. Where are you, bonobos? Ugh.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken
Delete.
section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Spanking new.
Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top.
And then
That way the
climb-proof.
bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just
There we
make sure
go.
you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you
The
do
right
that.
piece.
Nicely done.
Mhm.
And I think it's high time we
there's a
unbox
right
those
and a
bonobos,
left,
wouldn't you
so-
say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
Unbox.
Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Excuse me, guys. I feel like I have a. There's a
So,
frog in my
it
throat,
turns
so-
out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did
Oh,
too.
man.
We'll need to hire a couple
Alright,
of new ones
let's
so we
hire
can help
some
stop any more
mechanics.
breakouts. You see, mechanics do all sorts
There
of
you are.
helpful things around the zoo, but one of their
Around the
most
zoo.
important jobs is taking care of the
Hey, look at
habitat
that.
barriers. Without mechanics
Bronze
around to
star
repair them,
already.
the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again.
I got it, Nancy. Way ahead.
Gosh,
Should
we
be
have
proud
been
of
busy,
me.
haven't we? Good
We
work
have.
there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a
Alright.
word with you.
Enjoy your cuppa. Miss Bernie.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an
Oh.
escaped bonobo.
You tell me
The
about
main
it.
thing is that you dealt with it swiftly. And more
I
importantly,
tried.
without the animal stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
Yeah. Good thing that didn't happen.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre.
Mm,
Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building. Okay, click to
Can you
add
slow
it to the
down?
building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Did that.
Right. Splendid work.
What's
Now
next,
that we have a
Nancy?
brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs.
Got it.
That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. Let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs.
Okay.
Go into the zoo
Ring-tailed
section and select vet research.
lemur. There we go.
Actually, thinking about
Actually.
it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
Okay.
Let's head over there and add
Let's
some,
over
so our
there.
guests can learn all about the furry little delights. First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Let's see. There you are. This one right here, I supposed. Okay. Is that I think that's perfect. And another one right over here. There we go.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Oh, we need to close this. And then.
And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur. Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much.
Okay.
Okay,
What's
now that we've done
next?
the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading.
Laborious process.
One thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
You're right, Nancy.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
There is a ring-tailed lemur. Let's increase it to maybe about 16 is good. And then just one for you. Let's increase it first to about 15. And ring-tailed
Fantastic!
lemurs.
Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Alright.
Go on,
Congratulations.
collect your
you
research
got the
rewards.
research level for the
Just so you know,
ring-tailed
vets
lemur.
will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs.
Sure.
Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends
buddy.
need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Alright.
Next,
Select
click
one
on the
of them.
Terrain tab.
Terrain. Climbable.
Now, as you
So I
can
need about,
see,
what,
the lemurs
20,
need quite a lot more
25
climbing
more?
space. But as it
25
happens,
meters
I've already
square
got a climbing frame blueprint built for you.
20 square
So
feet
you can either
meter.
pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
We'll pop
By the
yours
way,
down.
it's not always just
Fancy.
climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
So, let's get this way. Let's bring down a little bit. Plug in.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
Okay, if
Do
Nancy
you know
love
what
it,
would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
okay. Lemur,
Lovely. Now select the
32,
animals
good
tab.
Body, 1,139.
So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
I know, right?
Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities.
What you do with your
Releasing animals into the wild.
Okay, look at that.
You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits we'll be rewarded when we release them. Now, Conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Orangutan. Those are my buddies. Where are you?
Okay, I'd like you to find Agung, the Bornean orangutan in
Agung.
the habitat, and
Agung.
select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the
Agung.
habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Man. This is Agung, okay? Indonesian, it's Agung. Agung in Indonesian, it means glory. If you're Indonesian and you're watching this channel, make sure you let me know what Agung means. All right, guys. But if you're not, you probably don't care. Anyway, so this is Agung. Agung, sorry to see you go. We have to release you to the wild, where no human beings were gonna be watching you ever again. So hopefully you don't get poached. But it seems like you're doing well. Okay. So we are going to release you. All right. Peace out, Agung. Oh, don't take a nap. Don't take a nap on me. Come on, you gotta go. Come on. All right. See you later, Mr. Agung. All right, A-gang.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
You think so?
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework. Although it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Algebra.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals.
Good one,
but
Bunny.
now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit.
Exhibit animals.
I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there?
Okay. Heading to exhibit animals. Who's saying that?
Lovely. Now
Same
let's
setup,
build a
right?
new exhibit in the gap that's been left.
Where am I?
Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier. Then pop it into the gap.
Okay. Habitat. Let's select grid. I found that it's easier to select grid on the grid itself. I mean, on this building shell, I guess. And then, you know, it'll snap in right away. Usually, I mean, sometimes you have to adjust it, like the research center earlier.
Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there.
Adapt.
How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Okay. Adopt.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there.
Got it.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel. Good.
Enrichment.
Now click on the layout tab.
Okay. There's the layout tab, guys.
Oh, well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment.
Okay.
Never mind. Let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster.
Sure. 60%.
As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the climate tab.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. No, too
Here, you
much.
can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy. There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
So, some exhibit board, animation. Exhibit education board, okay. Let's put one right away. Let's rotate it. I need a keyboard. Oh, there's a, what is that? What are you doing there? Dude, you're supposed to be in your place. Why are you out here? Where's all the staff? Where is it? Where'd you go? Where did it go? It's here somewhere. Oh, there. You got it. Okay. Back to our education.
Lovely
Monster.
stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you.
Alright.
I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo.
Okay.
You probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go
Sure,
on,
Nancy.
off you pop. I'll
Alright.
check in with you when you're almost done.
I'm gonna go pop in. There's an exhibit here that is not being used, so I will ask for an exhibit trading animal. And what animal should we eat? Live frog looks good. I mean, not for food, but good to be in here. There we go. That's one. And then we need to make another one. Oh wait, let's fix this the temperature. Looks good already. It's just not set. So let's get that set. Alright. Maybe we could also fix the layout. No, never mind. It's haven't set yet. So alright. Let's find a spot. Another one? No, nothing. No. Okay. Where can we put other species? Over here? Over here. That's a good spot. Right? For exhibits. A good spot. Right here. Then they place that for us, so let's pop one down. Another exhibit. Bada bing, bada boom. Select grid and bring it down slightly. Boom. Perfect. All right. Exhibit. We will request an exhibit animal. What animal should we request? Should we get? I think this one's good. Gold ribbon. Should be out in the jungle somewhere, aren't you? Yeah, that's good. We will close this window. Oh, not that window. This window? Yeah, that window. Let's put some 3D facade just to cover that. 3D facade. Okay. Yeah, I guess that'd be alright. Okay. We also need set a temperature, of course. So I'm gonna just a tiny bit. Humidity It's about in the middle. And then what else does it need? I don't like the background there and those plants in the back. So that should be okay. Way out. Let's put some rocks in here. What else can we put in here? I think it's good, right? Right? Maybe we could put in a board, notification, information, education board. Since the people that are here needs to be educated, so put one right about there. That's good. Yeah, speakers. Right over here. Right over here. That's a good spot. Right there. All right. I'm not much of a perfectionist, guys, but if you guys do want to see something like, 'cause we're on career mode right now, but we could do franchise mode where we get into nitty gritty and things that's good. Right in the comment below. Let me know. Yes, that floats your boat. But anyway, this area is probably just good to create a species habitat area. So let's do that. Well, let's look at what animals are we missing. I haven't been checking on this. Exhibits. I think we're good. I could name everything. But since this is career mode, I'm just gonna go through it real fast. Let's see. Animals. We have bonobos, orangutans, hippopotamus, mandrill, lemur, and lemur. Okay, so let's find animal trading. Ooh. Okay, let's grab these guys. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's take one of this, adopt, and adopt. Is the lemur escaped again? Unbelievable. Jeez, buddy. Why are you all that? That's probably what I should have done. So just popping in that. I'm sure if I get on the franchise mode, I'll be bankrupt. Be bankrupt. Right away. I'm gonna. Seems like they're escaping from this side, so I will raise this fence up a little bit more, so that they don't just jump over. Hopefully that fixed the problem. Well, I already called on the vet. Yeah, this kind of guy. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. See? That took care of it. Hopefully that fix should solve the problem. Let's go back to where we're at. I think we have those animals in storage. Yep, they're in there. So oh yeah, by the way, if you're watching, and if you're attempting to buy this game on Steam, this animal market, it goes fast. All right, 3 minutes. Look at that. And so, like, you may not even watching or paying attention, and it'll just disappear like within a couple of seconds. And so, if you intend to get another species, might as well just buy it and put it in the storage because, yeah, it'll go out so fast. You won't even notice it. Anyway, so tapir. Is it tapir? There it is. Beard's tapir. All right. Beard's tapir is an endangered mammal native to the woodlands of Central America. It's one of 5 species of tapir, 4 of which live in Central or South America. Males and females are similar sizes, although females are slightly larger, and both have a dark brown. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see what water Okay, so they need pretty deep water requirement. I think this area has that solution right over here. I kind of like this area right here. So we'll build water habitat place around here. Start with this. I don't think they climb, and so I'll just go with the chain link. Just go base off this guy's. Yes, okay. Let's increase the length just a tidbit. Yeah. I'm kind of debating whether I should start from here. I'll do that. Statics. Let's make it look good. Make it look like I had a plan. Plan this all out. So I know what I'm doing. But this is a new game for me, guys. I don't usually play animal zoo game-ish type of game, but I want to give this one a try. I've been actually watching other streamers a long time ago while they were still in alpha mode, and people were playing this game, and I was like, interesting. Okay. But type of games I usually play is mobile games, Vainglory, Shoutout. And if you play Vainglory, check it out. If you don't, check it out. Sorry. It is my first time doing a commentary. And at the same time, first time on YouTube, pretty much. And so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you guys want me to play some other games, please, I don't want to play some shooting games because shooting games makes me want to throw up. But if you guys want to see me throw up, okay. Please no. Anyway, I do like role playing games, but sometimes you get so much into it, and when your character dies, you will cry about it, and it's just sad. Anyway, yeah, role playing is a good genre. Sims game, simulating game. I enjoyed playing like city building games or this. It's more engines. Maybe right over here. Hey Hippo. You will have a neighbor, buddy. Okay. And they are Mr. and Mrs. Tapir. I don't even know their names. What are your names? Zuma and Coach. Man, if you're from South America and you know this name, oh man, let me know. All right, write it down in the comment below. What does that say? Zilakch. So we got Zuma, Mr. Zuma, and Mrs. Zilakch. Or Miss Zilakch. All right, send to zoo. that was that, and this one is this one. Okay, let's get them both. I hope they're on the way. How would how would I know if they're on their way? Um, where is my keeper? Zookeeper. I don't see any zookeeper running around with bucks. You guys see him? I see I see this guy. Oh, I see him. I see him. He's running. He's running, guys. He's running. Let's zoom in. Zoom in. Click again. Look at him. Nope, not clicking. Not missing it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Where are you at, buddy? Oh, it's an old lady. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, this lady. Man, she works hard. Oh man. You know, I used to work in a hotel. A lot of the ladies there work so hard. I can't believe it. And they're, you know, quite old.
You
My,
have
my.
been busy, haven't you? Splendid.
Yes, Nancy.
But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's get the average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we?
Okay.
And by
90%.
we, I mean you. Go on, get to
Yeah,
it.
figured, Nancy. All right. Let's see what this guy wants. The welfare on this is 55%, so I might as well just start with this guy's. So terrain. We do want a hard shelter. Let's pop a hard shelter over here. Over here. Somewhere. Yeah, this is a good spot right here. Habitat. Yes. Yeah. And let's filter it to tapir. Starts with a B, right? Beard's tapir. Let's pop this guy down. Yeah, let's get a look. It's nice look right here, where they can see over on the. There's a waterfront view right here. Perfect. Waterfront. It's gonna cost a lot, you know. Waterfront real estate. Always good spot. Anyway. Oh yeah. Enrichment. Food enrichment and toy enrichment. We need to get some of that here somewhere where people can watch them eat and play. So food enrichment. Let's pop one down here. Is that good, buddy? It's only 5 points. We need 10 points. Let's pop one of this guy down. Oh, it's rolling. Maybe some food. Does have water already, so I'll pop one down right over here. Whoa. I didn't expect that. Oh, that's why. I'm not gonna spend time to fix that, guys. If you do want me to, write your comment down below. Make sure you hit the sub button and the notification button, just so that if you want me to fix it, then I'll keep. Wait, what? I unchecked it. It's still flattened the train. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be fixing it. Leave a comment about him anyway. Right. Let's put a ball. Can we put a ball? Yes, they loved it. Okay. I think this is about 89. Wait, 90. They want me to have it up to 90%. So let's pop some plants. Ooh-wee. South Central America. Plants, plants, plants. Come on. Anak. Anak manis. It's anak manis, alright, guys. But I know some of you pronounce it like it's anak. Anak manis. Oh man. Alright, so South Central America biomes. Let's filter this out. South Central, and the biome is tropical, temperate tropical, and this looks like a grassland. Yeah. All right, so we'll pop some trees out here. Let's bring some shades over to the shelter. Maybe some water plants. Is there water plants somewhere? Some water lily. What's a lily? Bring it up a slight bit. Hey, we got that one down. Alright, and some more lilies. Maybe this one. Why is it what is it? Let's not. Let's not do it. Okay, let's add another one. It's tilted a bit there. Does that look natural? Does that look natural to you, buddy? Yeah. Oh, he's turning around. He didn't quite like it, but whatever. I like it, so let's spin this guy around just a little bit. There we go. And boom. No? My goodness. That did not do anything. Okay. Let's put some of these plants over here. Hopefully they like it. Let me turn the camera over. Right about there. These are water sucking plants. So look at the roots. You can tell by the roots. Boom. And one more right over here. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Alright. What else? What else? We have not. Look at that. It's only 3%. I mean, from 1% to 3%. More trees, more coverage, more plants. Bring it up high. Okay. That kind of looks cool. Who's a plant lover? I hope you guys like my design. Let's put some bushes. Maybe I can light the surface now. There's one. Let's cover this side too. Maybe a different one. There's two. And over here. Switch a little bit. There we go. There we go. That I like that. I like that. Okay. It brings them my feminine side. Yeah, trees and plants. Boom. And some of these plants. What is this? Lobster claws? Small lobster claw. That's a cool name. Lobster claw. I'm guessing the person that found out about these plants is lobster. So, ooh, this is a big one. Let's put one right over here. This is not even a. I thought this was like a fruit plants, but it looks like a flowery trees, not a plant. Sorry, tree. Well, is there a plant? In fruit plants, apple trees. We could do apple trees. Let's put some apple trees over here. You could have some apple for lunch. this over here. That's, it's pretty good, right? 65%. We're making some progress here. Holly tree, small holly tree over here. Okay. You can see that I'm not a very designing. I don't have any designer mentality, so sorry about this habitat being too ugly. Let's put one tall one over here. So we're at 76% there. Well, welfare is over 96%. We're gonna leave it as that. We're wasting so much money right now. We're trying to tighten up our belt. Let's put some informational. Ooh. You know what? We don't have to, right? That's not part of the objectives. Okay, we're trying to get 90% overall welfare. So let's jump out of here. Let's get on, move on. We want to see the third episode. All right, bonobos. You're having a low welfare. What is going on? Your welfare is at 64%. Unit enrichment, species food enrichment, and toy enrichment. All right, there's a spot right here. Let's put some enrichments down for bonobos. Bonobo. Alright, let's put one of food enrichment right over here. Right there. Okay. And then we'll put some of this this is anyway. Tree forager. Alright. And maybe some. Oh, wait, no, I need one more. Tool puzzle feeder or termite. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's put that one there. Hey, lunchtime. Oh, it's 27 out of 21 points. Now we're gonna do this species soy enrichment. That's special. Okay. Although it's special for them, I guess. We'll pop one down right there. What else? Musical keyboard instrument. They're watching over there, so pop one down. Okay, we're down to 100 points, 167 points. Let's pop one of this, block of ice. And go right over here somewhere. Boom. What else? Okay, 10 more. 17 more. Maybe some gift box. Gift box. Yeah, 500%. 500 points. You're above 90%. So that looks good. Alright. Have you done? No? Yes. Who else? Whoa. Goliath frog. What's up with you, buddy? What is up with you? Nutrition. Okay, nutrition. That's something new. Let me call the keeper. Mr. Keeper. That's what she said. We need some nutrition to this big giant frog. Alright. Let's go back to 90, buddy. Let's go. Habitat. Doesn't like its habitat. Oh, he hasn't been researched. Maybe that's why. Let me research some stuff for you. Somebody should research stuff for Goliath Frog. Doesn't have enrichment level 1. And I think that's it. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna be okay with 85%, right? It's overall welfare, so let's look. Okay, red ruff lemur. Red ruff lemur. Let's work on these guys. What do you guys need? Red ruff lemur. What do you guys need? Tell me. I will provide you with enrichment. They do not like the sprinkler and small ball. Sad. Maybe that's why they were jumping out of off the fence. But they don't like this, so we'll delete that. And then the sprinkler. We'll put a sprinkler in here anyway. Let's delete that. So red ruffed lemur. Let's go red ruffed lemur. Red ruffed lemur. Let's put some of this mirror mobile one right over there. Wait, are they enjoying it? You guys like it? 86%. Okay. Seems like they're enjoying it. Maybe a musical keyboard right over there. That's good. And then maybe a food enrichment. Okay. So let's pop one of these guys. There's already one over here. So let's put one of this over here.
Lovely job there. You should be
Hey.
proud of yourself. Not only have you expanded the zoo and kept the animals as happy as Laddie, but you didn't bankrupt us in the process.
You give me a lot of money, Nancy. So thank you for that.
Wow!
You made it,
Well, you
guys.
certainly transformed the zoo. I barely recognize it. A wonderful new exhibit, some fascinating new species.
He's happy.
You've done wonders for the animals' welfare by enriching their habitats.
Yes, we
Who
did.
doesn't love playing with a 3-foot wide soccer ball, huh?
Well, not me.
I mean, other than professional soccer players. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy, though. I expect money was tighter than a possum's pouch. Plowing all those funds back into the welfare of the animals doesn't make running these places a picnic. Although, it does make me feel a little less guilty about how much our gift shops charge.
Better.
No, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason to run a zoo is to help animal kind. Sadly, it appears some other people have far less noble goals.
I enjoy going to zoos, so yes. That is sad. Fact about what Bernie just said. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video so far on commentating about how to play this second career on Planet Zoo. So if you guys enjoyed the show, please like this video. It would help me a lot. And write a comment on what you guys want to see next, or what other games you want me to play, or you know, should I get on franchise mode, or whatever it is. Anyway, this is the second episode. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please subscribe if you can, and hit the notification button. Alright, guys. This is Zanak Manis. I am out.